From this drunk, delusional guy who was caught pants down claiming to be a Georgia state trooper.
You're identifying yourself as a state trooper. I want your ID.
No, sir. You don't need my ID. I know a little bit more than you do.
What's your state patrol badge number? So you're not a trooper?
You're right and I'm wrong.
To this other fake cop who claimed to be a special operations soldier.
How's it going, man? Why'd you bend down like that?
Spec Ops.
You have a badge? Can I see it?
Sure. I'm a fucking hero. I'm a war hero. You know, you get to meet a real fucking live war hero tonight. 9/11, my team went in. Once called my command and said, "We're going to war, boys."
Here are several instances when police impersonators get caught red-handed. Starting with the case of this fake cop who bragged about 19 years on the job.
Well, I'm a retired police officer.
When'd you retire?
99.
You retired in 99?
City of Miami Science Enforcement Agency.
You actually retired or you left?
Retired.
You don't have any retired ID inside or anything? Turn around for me.
My lieutenant, they're on the way. We're going to investigate. You know, if everything turns out good, you'll be on your way.
On October the 6th, 2021, officers received a dispatch about strange happenings in Miami-Dade, Florida. A man had allegedly been using his red Mercedes-Benz to impersonate a police officer and pull over unsuspecting motorists. The officers quickly located the vehicle and started their investigation.
There's a little badge there, like a little...
The officers then proceeded to inquire about the owner of the vehicle, and the revelations were nothing but shocking.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi. Who's the owner of that red Mercedes? And because we got a call about it, that it was had blue lights in it.
Well, I'm a retired police officer.
Okay. Do you have credentials?
Yeah, I'm my badge inside.
Okay.
But I didn't pull nobody over. Why? What's going on?
Yeah, but we're getting calls that there's blue lights on a red two-door Benz. It's
Oh.
not
You have your ID on you?
Now I'm a supporter now.
Okay, where are you retired from?
City of Miami.
City of Miami? How long did you do?
19 years.
Yeah.
Too long.
You have your ID on you, man?
No. I have my driver's license on me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Thank you. Appreciate it. Why do you have blue lights on your car if you're retired? I'm just curious.
Sometimes I had him because coming into the building, into the property, because bloquean el session, but I can take them off.
You got it.
Not because I want to pull people over, because I don't.
His body language seemed to betray him. He appeared restless, avoiding eye contact, and even adopting defensive postures like crossing his arms. Noticing all of this, the officers decided to dig a bit deeper.
When'd you retire?
99.
You retired in 99?
City of Miami Science Enforcement Agency. I've seen you wish that I wish you guys would never see.
There's some in the back.
Do you have some in the front too, lights, or it's just the ones that we saw in the back?
Just the ones in the back.
Yeah.
There's a strobe in the front. Like I tell you, I don't put them on.
What year is this car?
2012.
Was it did it used to be white?
No?
Because
They say before
registration shows up as silver. Smart.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it was always red. There's a lawsuit for the car with the Mars red. I bought it at the Doral Lincoln. It's into my wife's name.
Get with the tag agency to update that because they put it as silver.
Really? I shouldn't, because the registration says red.
So you have lights in the front too?
There's one in the visor. I can take it off.
Brother, my question is, you've been
What's up,
retired
man?
since 99. Why do you have that?
We're all good here, man. Thank you.
I just put it on the other day. Because
not true. That's not true. The other day, you just put it on the other day. Oh, you've been retired since 99. What are you doing?
I don't know.
But what was your purpose for putting it on?
To get into the building, into the property.
What property?
This one. If you notice, they block the intersection constantly. I don't need to lie to you guys.
You see the problems that so why are we getting a call that you're trying to pull people over?
I'm not pulling anybody over.
So the lights must have came on because nobody would have known you had lights if they didn't turn on.
I didn't pull nobody over.
I'm not saying you did, but obviously somebody somehow saw your lights. They somehow saw your lights because they called us. They gave us the tag to your car. They gave us a type of car. And they said that it had red and blue lights. So Obviously, those lights were activated. If somebody, you can't see that. You can't see those lights if they're not on.
I'm telling you, anytime I activate them, I try to come into the complex.
Try and activate them to come into the complex now.
Yeah. Just the front. I'm trying not to come into the complex.
You did that right now? Within the last 30 minutes?
No, I've been home already for an hour.
However, the officers remained skeptical despite his explanations. Things started going south when the officers began to press and dig deeper into his past and the legitimacy of his retired status.
I get it, and thank you for your service for Bor and all that, but that was 2021.
I got you.
You know? It's not a... We have cameras now, we have body cameras, we have all kinds of things. Everybody has a phone.
No, y ahora tengo entendido que you guys, the minute you turn on the strobes, the camera turns on.
Yeah, so maybe.
That's what my nephew told me. He works for Key Biscayne for Marine Patrol. And he says the minute he turns on those lights, the cameras turn on.
Do you have your credentials?
No.
Huh?
No, I've been retired for forever.
You don't have credentials?
No.
Not like retired ID?
No.
You have his ID?
I gave it back, but I wrote it down. He has a police supporter badge. You actually retired, or you left?
Retired.
You don't have any retired ID inside or anything?
But I've been retired for almost 20 years.
Yeah, but usually they give you a badge and a glass maybe and stuff. And
no. And if I did, I've moved like 3 times already.
How many years did you do?
19. 80 to 99.
Real quick, man. Okay, so you were retired. Were you fired or quit
Retired.
or retired? Like honorable.
Yeah.
Retire and stuff like that. Do you have anybody from the department that can vouch for that?
Roque.
Huh?
Roque, which was my FTO, and he's also retired too. Roque's retired. Belo's retired.
No, but anybody. Let me see your ID. I got a.
My driver's license.
Yeah. I just want to see.
I have a supporter badge now. We did it for autism because my son has autism. Just like you guys have the pink ones.
Okay, that's fine. That's just your.
Eh?
No, that's your ID.
You guys got it.
I gave it back to you, man.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
So nobody from currently in the department.
Nobody. All the guys that I know, they're all retired. Grass is also retired. He works now at FIU. He's a lieutenant for FIU, for the police at FIU. All my guys are all retired. The only one that's now is my nephew, which works for Key Biscayne.
You said Lieutenant Glass?
Grass.
The guy kept explaining that he was a retired cop, but in the end, his explanations were not enough to convince the officers.
Oh yeah, you can't find any retired ID or anything, man? No.
It's my tool pouch. It's a tool pouch.
It's not a tool pouch, bro.
It is. My little sweet.
Bro, I've never seen a tool pouch like that.
It is. It's like that. I can show you the tools that go into it. I'm a director of engineering and security for a hotel. I work for the Embassy Suites Hotel.
Turn around for me.
Sure.
Right behind your back.
Listen, this is my lieutenant. They're on the way. We're gonna investigate. If everything turns out good, you'll be on your way. But right now,
You're not under arrest, but we gotta figure some stuff out. Alright, man. You got anything on you at all?
No.
No weapons or anything?
got him anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take him out.
Yeah, can I tell my wife what's going on?
We'll do it.
In the end, the officers searched the Benz and found flashing lights, a PA system, and a siren control box. He was charged with falsely impersonating a police officer, unlawful use of a police badge, and prohibited use of certain blue lights. If you thought this guy was delusional for claiming he was a retired cop, then you haven't met this other one who claimed to be an active Georgia state trooper.
I know the law. I'm state patrol.
You're state patrol?
I know a little bit more than you. I know my rights, brother. I'm saying I know there's a little bit of button right there. I know state patrol.
On July the 1st, 2023, a police officer responded to a call at a local bar in Gwinnett County, Georgia. The initial report suggested a disturbance involving an intoxicated individual. Upon arrival, the officer found the situation a bit tense.
What's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
We have some trouble in here?
Are we having trouble in here?
That's what I've heard.
Oh, God. Are you Gwinnett County?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have a tab open?
Do I or do I not?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Who knows?
Okay. Do you have a tab you need to pay because you're going to be leaving?
Of course.
Okay. Then let's get his tab. He doesn't have one?
I'm gonna walk.
He's good. Do you have a ride?
No.
How are you getting home?
Who knows?
Well, let's go step outside.
Let's go.
How did you get here?
Who knows?
So why are you being so uncooperative? I'm just trying to ask some simple questions,
I
man.
don't believe in alcohol. I don't believe in cops. I don't believe in meth. I don't believe in anything. I believe in God.
Show me out on a signal 28. Okay. Well, you seem to be intoxicated from alcohol.
Am I driving?
It's not what I'm asking.
Did I do anything wrong?
10-4. Well, from what I've understood, you're threatening people, which could be disorderly conduct.
What
So
did
they're
I
looking at a violation of law.
Did I threaten anyone by killing or hurting anyone? I know the law.
At this point, his demeanor was agitated as he engaged in a heated exchange with the officer. However, he had a little secret he had not shared with them.
I'm State Patrol.
You're State Patrol?
I know a little bit more than you.
Do you have your ID?
Do you need my ID?
You're identifying yourself as a state trooper? I want your
No,
ID.
sir. You don't need my ID. I know a little bit more than you do.
Let me see your ID right now, because I'm investigating disorderly conduct and public drunk. So give me your ID.
Public drunk. Did I leave here drunk?
Give me your ID. I'm not debating this with you.
My wallet's gone.
Have a seat for me.
I'm not going to.
Flash unit, turn on your traffic.
I know my rights, brother.
Okay, that's fine. Keep your hands out of your pockets for me. So how are you getting alcohol without an ID?
Who knows? You're in this bar as well as I am. So, mafia, fuck off.
It would be nice if I had a little bit of cooperation.
Bro.
You're what?
I'm about that godly.
Then,
God's.
okay.
Yeah.
So then I would expect a little bit more respect coming from you.
I'm
if that's
totally
the case.
giving you 100% respect, but get my ID out of that bar.
Do they have your ID?
I'm sure I wouldn't have drove here without an ID.
Hey, you're going to see a car that has crashed and we're currently on paper. Or you're going to see a car
Have a seat for me.
I'm not going to.
Why not?
Why would I?
Because I'm asking you to.
I've not done anything to harm you.
It's not about harming me.
Okay.
Is he with you?
There you go.
I don't need
you
your
want
phone.
all the answers in the world right there. It is.
I'm not taking your phone.
You are acting crazy.
Do you have his ID, or do you know where his ID is?
I have no idea.
But no, you ain't gonna find it.
How about you quit acting dumb?
Why are we having this conflict? I'm asking simple questions.
It's typical.
It's typical?
I just wish y'all would get right with God.
Stay right there.
The officer grew suspicious that his newfound friend wasn't entirely truthful, and therefore he decided to press further.
What's your last name?
Godsey, G-O-D-S-E-Y.
And Mr. Godsey, what's your first name?
William.
All right, William, what's your birthday? What's your state patrol badge number?
I have a badge number.
I'm sorry?
I have a badge number.
633
William fumbled about the situation, realizing the officer had caught him pants down. Therefore, he decided to come clean.
You identified yourself as a state trooper. What's your badge number?
I know.
That's not what you said. You said you were state patrol.
Okay.
Because then you made a point to say that you know the law more than me. So I'm asking you if you're
do
state
know
patrol.
a little bit more than you.
What's your
I know
badge
what's
number?
going on in the world more than
Are you a trooper? Are you a law enforcement officer certified in the
Does
state
it
of Georgia?
matter?
Yes, sir, it does.
We need to go to court. Where's the judge?
I'm sorry?
I said we need
Get
to
your
go
hands out of your pockets. I'm not going to ask you again.
We need to go to court. Where's the judge?
Why do we need to go to court?
Because you're right and I'm wrong.
Okay, I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
You're right and I'm wrong.
Okay, so you're not a trooper?
You're right and I'm wrong.
You have a Georgia driver's license?
That's on you and everybody else is going to count.
I'm sorry?
That's on you and everybody else is going to count. Where's
What is
my
it?
license? Where's my ID? How did I get a drink without showing my license and ID? Pretty smart, bro. Don't f with me.
What does that mean? Are you threatening me?
No, I'm saying I know there's a little bit of button right there. I know State Patrol.
What's your middle name?
William Chad Godson. I just had a birthday. My son's birthday was just fucking 2 weeks before that. Like,
Okay. How old's your son?
my son's 5 years old.
Okay. Where is he now?
And my son's with his mother.
Okay.
None of y'all need to know that, though.
I'm just making conversation.
At this point, William was still oblivious to his own faults and continued being in denial.
What did I do wrong, sir?
10-4. Well, when the staff comes to me and says that you've been threatening people and you've been causing issues,
Who did I threaten in there?
I'm trying to talk to you and I get nothing but stonewall. You're not being cooperative.
Who did I threaten in there?
I don't know because I haven't gotten that far yet.
Where
That's
did
why
I threaten?
I came to talk to you.
Sir, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Who have I threatened? Have I not been a godly person since I've been here?
I don't know who you are, and I haven't
My
seen you
name's
since you
William
came in.
Chad Godson.
I get that. I don't know you personally. What's your plan? What is your plan to leave here?
I tried to help someone.
I don't care. What is your plan leaving here?
My plan to leave here?
Yes.
My plan to leave here is not even to leave here by myself. I'm gonna Uber.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna get out.
Get on the app. Get an Uber on the way.
I got somebody else. I don't need.
Are they here?
Let's go. Nobody's gonna understand where I'm gonna.
Well, listen, you can't drive and you can't walk because either way you're going to jail for those. So I'm trying to help you out to get you home without going in handcuffs. Because I don't want to arrest you any more than you want to be arrested.
Thank you.
I'm not going to shake your hand again. But I will do what I have to do. And if that means arresting you, then I will. So I'm trying to help you, so be cooperative.
I'm being cooperative.
No, you have not been since the moment I talked to you.
But for some reason...
Who is your ride home?
I don't have one at this moment. Sorry.
Number 611.
Do you have someone you can call?
Yes, sir.
Call them.
Sure.
Right now.
Yes, sir. I have to wait.
For what?
Until you get off the phone.
I'm not on the phone. And they're not talking to me. Last chance to make a phone call.
Still can't even find my ID. When I walked in here,
I'll handle that in a minute. That's not my concern right now.
The officer did not wish to place him under arrest, but at this point, his patience had already faded.
All right, William, step on out for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Come to the back of the car.
Oh, yes, sir.
You are going to be placed under arrest for disorderly conduct tonight, okay?
Okay.
Can I talk to the cop, Chad?
Yeah, you're on speakerphone.
Sir, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Can you please not do this?
No, he's going to go to jail tonight.
I sat in my car and did nothing.
The problem is, my biggest issue, well, I've got many issues, but what sealed the deal was you out here in the parking lot in a family-friendly establishment peeing in a bottle. That's unacceptable.
I couldn't even...
You could have asked, but you
go to the
didn't.
bathroom.
You could have asked, but you didn't. You came over here. It's indecent. You're intoxicated. We could go and charge you with more things, but instead I'm going to do disorderly conduct and solve the problem for tonight. Fair enough?
In the end, he was charged with public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Then there's this other guy who claimed to have over a decade in the service.
I'm one of the good guys, yeah?
Okay.
15 years, Spec Ops. This looks like my team, my unit, back in the day. After 9/11 was hit, the president called my commander and said, let's go. I'm the real deal. They make movies about me.
On January the 14th, 2023, officers received a dispatch call to investigate 59-year-old Douglas Hensel. The nature of the call was rather unusual, as Douglas was reported to be flashing a police badge and claiming to be a police officer. Upon arrival, Douglas gave them a strange salutation as he downplayed the gravity of the situation.
So how are you?
Why'd you bend down like that?
Spec Ops.
Okay. So what's going on, man? Why'd I get called out here for you?
I parked here like I normally do.
Okay.
And they said get out, and I got out.
Okay.
And now they're all getting huffy.
Did you flash a badge at them? I have a couple of them saying you did.
I have a badge.
You have a badge? Can I see it?
Sure.
What is it? What is this?
I'm looking for somebody. I'm working.
Oh, can I see it? I mean, because when you go and flash a badge and tell them you're a cop, and then you can do what you want.
Sir, I would never tell anybody.
I have
I'm a cop.
multiple people telling me you said that, though.
Well,
so.
they can say what they want. It's hearsay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have an ID on you?
I work for a law firm.
What law firm do you work for?
I have all the credentials in my pocket.
Okay. Can you grab them for me then?
Certainly.
Perfect.
Give me a second. I only got one arm.
All good. Yeah. Are you gonna grab your stuff for me, or you just thinking about it, or? Sorry, man. I gotta ask.
Officer Graham.
That's
I'm
me.
one of the good guys. Yeah.
Okay.
15 years. Spec Ops.
Okay.
Delta. What's the first thing you want?
Let me see your driver's license or ID card if you have one. You have any weapons on you? I'm not. If I check real quick, I mean, if you're saying all that, then I'd assume you would.
Let's do one thing at a time, yeah?
Okay.
Here's my ID. That's my law firm. That's my business here in Dallas.
Do you have a driver's license, though?
I'm going to get to that.
Okay, I don't need your cards. I need the driver's license.
All right, hand it back to me. You know what that is?
Seatbelt 154. No, I don't. Service and cover code 1 back to trees, please.
I'm not the bad guy. I come here all the time.
Okay, I'm not saying you're a bad guy.
I got a prestige.
So I'm not saying you're a bad guy.
All right,
man.
here you go. Here you go.
Let me see your driver's license.
Here you go, sir.
As the officers tried to get to the bottom of things, Douglas remained evasive, offering cryptic messages.
California.
Going to the station, so don't worry about that.
Oh, they were going to the station for it? Okay, cool. So this is Mr. How do you pronounce your last name? Henschel?
Henschel.
So
Nice to see you.
he said we got called with earlier, has a badge on him. Trees employees are saying he flashed it to him, said he's a cop, he can do what he wants.
I got some of the
He's saying he's spec ops, works for a firm. So
people put up the $1 million house and they're
ID.
here
I'm
to
going to pull my
develop,
car over here.
and they are here.
Do you have a Texas driver's license or ID? Have you ever had
You
one?
know, I got in line, officer, and
Do you have a bounty hunter license for Texas?
say again?
Do you have a bounty hunter license on you? You said you're a bounty hunter, right?
No, I didn't.
You just said you had somebody who skipped bail and they put $1 million house up in there in Deep Ellum and you're trying to
I
find
did.
them. So
I'm
that
an
makes you a bounty
insurance
hunter.
provider.
Yeah.
I work. That's my business.
Well, there's a business card. Do you have a license to apprehend people and take them in?
I'm not apprehending anybody, sir.
Well, then what are you going to do if you find them?
So I have people that.
So let me tell you how this.
I'm not that guy.
Hey,
I'm the away team, sir. They all know me here.
What's been going
I'm
on?
a great customer. I'm a great customer, and I need my attorney under any question. Hey! Oh, sir, Harris, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Nice to see you again.
I ain't doing all right.
No. This looks like my team, my unit, back in the day, yeah? Back in the day, where we're at?
You're in Dallas?
After 9/11 was hit, the president called my commander and said, let's go. I'm that guy. The movies are about. I'm a good guy. Can I put some of it away? No, this is hold on to.
In an attempt to shed light on the situation, the officers continued to engage Douglas in a conversation, hoping to get to the truth behind his claims. However, their efforts were met with conflicting statements, leaving them struggling to make sense of the situation.
what happened to your arm?
Sir. Used to have that, right? And then I switched over to the private sector. That's a big rate. $1577, gentlemen.
So what?
What happened to your arm?
What happened to your arm?
You know, it's tough out there, you know. I got rear-ended. Sir, 15 years. 5 tours. Army Delta, brother.
You was Delta?
Delta, brother.
Where's your MOS?
Lieutenant Commander.
Where's your MOS?
Again?
Your MOS.
35.
35 what?
Lima.
35 Lima. This is MOS?
Intelligence. Germany. Somalia. Afghanistan. Iraq. Southern America. I'm the fucking real deal. They make movies about me. I mean, sir.
What's that? You saw that badge with you that you were showing them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The badge is in your hand.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I see it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let me see the badge that's in your hand. This one right here that you were flashing over there. I want to see what it says. Fugitive recovery. So a minute ago you told me you were here trying to get somebody fugitive recovery. Now he's not even talking to me.
At this point, it was only a matter of minutes before the officers cuffed him. His narrative had become disjointed and incomprehensible, quite frankly.
I did too many tours.
Where'd you get on? Let's go basic again. For basic?
Yeah. Classified.
Boot camp? It's classified? Since when?
I may have been out of Team 595 out of Fort Campbell.
Went to Hamburger Hill.
I did 40 miles as a second lieutenant.
That's it.
I'm the yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. That's baby numbers.
60-pound ruck, you know.
That's nothing still. How long did it take you? 3 hours?
Classified. We don't talk about how long the course was. You know that. If you know anything about that, yeah, you know anything about that.
It's my boot camp.
I'm a hero. I'm a war hero. You know. I don't want to go into what I have done for our country in servitude 15 years. I'm the real deal, my friends. Thank you for your service, yeah?
Yes, sir. You did some shit.
You get to meet a real live war hero tonight. 9/11, my team went in. Bush called my command and said, "We're going to war, boys. Weapons free."
What happened to your arm?
You know, it's tough out there. You know, it was bashed into my car.
At this stage, he had taken his behavior too far, and the officers decided to put an end to his show.
Any weapons on you? Mr. Kobe's signature?
No, bro. You want to see what a wound real wound was? I got a problem.
It's hard to right there. That black Traverse. It's that rental car Traverse.
And then y'all have a cage like this out there. There's no resistance. Can I take my ears? What? Can I take this in my ears? I can't hear you.
We're going to take it out. Don't worry.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
I'm complying. I'm complying. I'm complying. I'm complying. Again.
Yeah.
I need my attorney present for all questions.
Okay, sure. Well, you'll be able to get them. Okay. So I'm going to move you back so you can take your stuff. Go kick him in the head. How much you got to drink tonight? What?
That's a air. Sir, that's an air. That's legal in Texas.
Oh,
he says a copper fit like the back brace thing.
You want me to put a spit mask on?
I said no, sir.
Okay, now if you have another outburst like that, you will have a spit mask on your face.
Yes, sir, Officer Hayes. Don't put me in
Yeah,
the
he had a
hole.
California ID. I have an actually.
Don't put me in the hole.
What?
I did 3 months as a POW.
Yeah, I have
Please don't put me
see
in
if
the
he has
hole.
another one because I have this California ID.
Don't put me in a hole. 3 months. Again. There is nothing.
So here's the deal, man.
Move forward.
So here's the deal. Right now, you have one charge.
What's the charge?
Impersonating a police officer.
You.
No, I don't want that. No thanks.
No,
Hey, listen, like I told you,
yeah, I did.
you
Yeah.
want to get in that back seat? I'm about to put a spit mask on your face. All right,
Let's roll.
let's go.
In the end, Douglas was charged with impersonating a police officer. Then, wonders will never cease for sure. Meet this guy claiming to be a police officer who cuffed his neighbor because he was upset with her.
She was being very belligerent, and I wanted to keep her away. I put her in cuffs. I'm a former officer up in New York.
So you put handcuffs on somebody?
Yes, I did.
Because you were upset with her. Did you identify yourself as a law enforcement officer and have a badge in your possession that
They
you
know that I am.
On May the 3rd, 2021, the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office in Central Florida received multiple calls reporting a disturbance in a trailer park. Responding officers arrived to find a woman handcuffed. As the investigation progressed, deputies discovered a man named John Switzer, potentially a former NYPD officer, had handcuffed his neighbor in response to loud music.
They started uprising with the music, being very loud, very boisterous. I told them, I said, please turn it down. The guy right there in the jeans who was talking to the other officer, he hit me. And
who is it that hit you?
Pardon me?
Who is it that hit you?
The gentleman right there in front of the other light.
The one that's lighting the cigarette?
Okay. He hit me, and she was being very belligerent, and I wanted to keep her away. I put her in cuffs. I'm a former officer up in New York, and I'm just upset with her.
So you put handcuffs on somebody?
Yes, I did.
Because you were upset with her?
Well, no, because I'm tired of the plus he hit me. I know it's probably wrong.
What did she have anything to do with this?
She was getting in my face.
Okay. What's your full legal name, sir?
John.
Is it
Timothy?
John or Jonathan?
John. Timothy Switzer.
Okay.
Put me in cuffs too. I want to go to jail. No, I'm joking. I know it was probably wrong for me to do it, but they're belligerent. They're drunk on their ass. All the beer containers are in the back of their vehicle that they drank tonight.
So, specifically as far as the gentleman that hit you, what happened with that?
Well, he just gave me a big slap. I mean a real hard, open hand on my shoulder, which hit me up in the jaw.
Okay, when you went over there to tell them to turn the music
down.
So what are you wanting to do as far as that?
Nothing. I just want them to turn the music down.
The officers engaged in a conversation with him as they waited for the case agent, but he turned out super paranoid.
This drives me nuts. I mean...
What, the music?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Why didn't you just call us and we can come talk
to
you
and
turn it down? It's that simple.
You guys come, they turn it down. You leave, they turn it back up.
Gotcha.
And...
She's grabbing her identification.
He's always been wanting to fight me.
Who?
The Asian guy sitting down or smoking a cigarette. Okay, he's always wanting to just like... He comes over, and asks for advice and stuff.
Which one do you live in?
I live right over there.
This end one with the truck?
Yes, sir. So, I mean, I've done a lot of work with Pinellas County. I mean, I know Bob real well. Not that it matters. You like working the midnight shift?
Been working it for almost 7 years.
Really?
So,
How many years have you been on?
Almost 7 years.
Really? Yeah, I spent 25 in New York.
What part of New York?
Actually inside the city, part of the 2-2, which is Central Park area. And after 9/11, I had to go. From 1976 to...
And then moved to Florida? Sunny Florida? Tired of the cold?
No, it wasn't that. It's just that I needed to get away because my brain was... I worked like 80 hours at the Trade Center.
Oh, there must be like a lot of Vietnamese people in
Oh,
this
yeah.
trailer park.
Yeah,
Seems like this guy here is probably as well.
Yeah, they used to live on the N1 over there, and then they bought this one.
Is it all like does everybody know each other or what?
I keep to myself. I don't let a whole lot of things bother me, except when they push the button too far, and it drives you nuts.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
As the conversation continued, John started justifying his actions.
So, what's going to be my option?
I don't know yet. I didn't hear anything you said. She's talking to these people. Like I said, she's the case agent. I'm here for officer safety. She's going to come over and talk to you.
you can only ask so many times people, please put the music down.
Have you complained to the park management?
They know she knows very well about that. But,
Usually what you have to do for something to get done is find several neighbors that are like-minded and you sign a paper and you send it in.
yeah, a lot of people don't want to get involved. And it's like, I just can't stand the boom, 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 boom. I mean, this gentleman here, he speaks Spanish, and I don't understand Spanish a whole lot. Do you mind if I go in and grab a mint real quick?
In the house?
Yeah.
No, can't go in the house.
In an attempt to piece things together, the officers went on to talk to the victims to find out what happened. As the investigation progressed, it became evident that the victim had been subjected to a bizarre attempt at law enforcement by John, who wore a badge and a gun. The officer got the notion that John's actions, though misguided, were born out of frustration and some perceived sense of authority. The case agent then proceeded to interrogate John to get his version of the story. Little did she know John was to paint a different picture of the situation.
So when you first went over there, did you identify yourself as a law enforcement officer and have a badge in your possession that
They
you
know that I am.
that you are a law enforcement
Yes,
officer?
ma'am. Former law enforcement officer.
Okay, there's a big difference.
Well, yes, and yes, I agree.
So did you specifically say, I am a police officer?
Not to them, no.
Okay, did you
Because I am not.
Did you have a badge that you showed to them?
No, I have not.
Okay, did you have a in your hand that you were...
No, ma'am, I have not.
So you did not have a...
No, ma'am, I have my cell phone.
Okay, and what specifically was said when you made contact with them about the music?
I asked them please to turn it down.
Okay.
Because it's been going on long enough.
Okay.
Every night it's the same thing. They play the music so loud. I'm sitting in my easy chair trying to listen to TV, and all I hear is boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Normally it's this gentleman, but he seems to finally got the picture. They moved from over on the other side of me to here. And I've asked them if...
Do you remember specifically what words you used when you asked them to turn the music down?
I said, no, I just said, could you please turn the music down?
Okay, and what was their response? And who were you talking to when you said that?
Kind of the general group. And the Oriental gentleman in the blue jeans that was smoking cigarettes quite a bit, and the lady in the red shirt.
Okay, so you said, can you please turn the music down, and what was their response?
Pardon me?
What was their response to you?
She came running up from somewhere, I don't know where, behind me. And she said that, we'll turn it down. But it never happened.
Okay.
And that's where I kind of snapped. And it's my fault. I agree it's my fault. Totally. But I know there is a huge language barrier. But in the same token, they should have enough common sense to please keep the music down.
So at what point did you decide to put her in handcuffs?
When her husband, ex-husband, / whatever, hit me in the shoulder, and it bounced up into my jaw.
Realizing that he was not being entirely truthful, the officers decided to question him further.
Was there some sort of threat? Was she striking you?
No, she was not,
she was
but
just
I could
talking
tell.
Loudly.
Talking very. They're all drunk.
Okay, so she was just talking, and what made you
very loud?
If he was the one that was causing to you, threatening you, whatever you perceived the situation to be.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you handcuff her?
She was being very belligerent, and I figured she was the biggest threat I had.
Okay, so you said you had your cell phone in your hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever think about dialing 911 to allow us the opportunity to deal with this instead of...
I was on the phone with dispatch at the time to get,
At the time that you placed her in handcuffs?
No, before.
Okay, So that's what I'm asking you, is if you had your cell phone in your hand and that's what you were holding, why not just call 911 instead of putting her in handcuffs because she was being boisterous?
My bad. I agree. I could have used the situation better.
Okay. All right, go ahead and stand up for me.
I'm going for a ride.
Yes, sir.
Can I lock my door?
I'll let you do that in a minute. Stand up.
Absolutely. Do you have the house keys on you?
No.
He just dropped the house key on the
No,
ground.
those are handcuff keys.
If you go to through the door to the right, if you look on top of the dishwasher right above it, there is a set of keys.
Okay.
It should be right on the very last one.
At this stage, the consequences of his actions were staring him right in the face.
I kind of got in a little. Just check my arm, if you will.
You just need help sitting back up?
Ow, these cuffs are really digging into me.
Okay, if you turn, sir,
Yeah.
sit up and turn your chest towards me and put your hands towards the other door so you're not leaning on them. That's part of the problem, is that you're leaning back on them.
Okay, I'm good now.
You good?
I'm very good now.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And just to clarify, what agency are you prior law enforcement with?
New York
New York.
State. The state of New York. The city. I was a city cop.
NYPD?
NYPD.
Okay. And what year did you retire from there?
2001.
Do you have like a retired police officer ID or anything?
Yes, I do. It's in my wallet, which is in the house.
Okay. But that wasn't shown to them at any point?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And the badge that you have on the holster right by the door that says Florida Investigator Sergeant, where did that come
I was
from?
a private investigator at one time.
A
Down
private
here.
investigator? Okay. But not law enforcement?
No.
Okay. How many years did you work for NYPD?
25.
Okay.
I can't, well, let's put it this way. Under one name, I did a lot of undercover work too. So I had one or two aliases. So, but that's my real name right there. John Switzer.
Okay. But you were a sworn police officer with
Yes,
the
ma'am.
New York City Police
Yes, ma'am.
Department?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In the end, John was charged with 2 counts of felony. If you thought that was shocking, wait until you meet this guy whose fantasy was traffic police roleplay, only to end up stopping the New Mexico State Police captain.
I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie if I lied. You do, but you know, as you're impersonating a police officer.
You are not a police officer.
Correct.
You cannot do that. If you would like to become a police officer, we're hiring.
On November the 4th, 2023, state police were summoned to assist an off-duty New Mexico State Police captain who had encountered a troubling situation while traveling on the I-40. The captain had reported an attempt to pull him over, a situation that immediately raised red flags. The captain suspected that someone had used flashing lights to mimic law enforcement. Upon arrival, the officers engaged with Ronald Portillo, the individual involved, who would later contest everything, sparking a heated exchange.
How you doing, sir? Officer Galliano, State Police. Who are you with?
Teal.
Do you have your identification card and everything? I'm sorry to bother you, but...
This guy's been following me. And
I know who it is.
is. Okay.
So, I understand you were slowing traffic down on the highway?
No.
You sure about that?
100%.
Can you go ahead and pull that out, please?
How you doing, sir?
Good.
What's your name?
In charge.
I'm in.
Sergeant.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Sorry.
Okay, sir. I was told that you were using your car like you were a police officer.
No. Well, you should have showed it, right? You're
Okay.
in my truck. I told you to show it in your truck. You're on private property right now.
You have your driver's license, sir?
No, I'm not giving it. You have that.
Okay, well...
I'm in charge of this right now.
Okay. You're in charge of what?
I'm charged of this property and other properties.
Okay, and that's fine. But over there on the highway, where you lit up cars and you were using your car like a police car...
There's no proof.
Okay, hear me out. I'm investigating something, right? And if you refuse to give me your driver's license, I can detain you and arrest you.
Okay, detain me then.
Okay. Turn around.
No.
Don't
No.
resist.
No.
Resist, man.
Hey, knock it off. Knock it. Hey, go. I haven't done anything wrong. Hey,
Don't, man.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Don't do it.
Knock it off.
Well, then why are you resisting?
Now you're resisting arrest. Now you're resisting. Could have just gave me your ID.
Hold on. Let me secure the
I gave you ID.
Could have given me your driver's license.
I understand that.
All right.
You know.
Do me a favor. You have any other weapons on you?
Well, mace.
Okay.
You got mags. Any other weapons, sir? Mace.
Is that recording?
Yes.
Excellent.
The officers continued to search him, but he claimed innocence and started being difficult.
There's nothing in there. There's nothing else. I still gotta check you. Without gloves? Yeah. I don't care. What do you got in there?
Where do you keep your cuff keys?
And no one's
You got cuffs? Where do you keep the cuff keys?
They're on my lap. Dirty checkers.
I mean, this could have gone a lot easier, man.
It was easier. I gave you my ID, and that's who it was. Oh.
I asked for your driver's license. You refused.
Yes, sir. Because I didn't break the law.
Yes, sir.
No,
You did.
sir. I didn't.
Okay, well, I was investigating you breaking the law.
Okay, but that's still not breaking the law, right?
Nothing else? All right, do me a favor. Have a seat here on the sidewalk.
No, I don't want to sit. I'd rather just stand.
Okay, well, you can sit in the back of a car or on the sidewalk.
I'll be sitting here.
Okay, then sit down. Sit down or in the back of a car.
Wait,
you pick one.
Can you two?
Back of a
fix
car
this one?
or right here?
Can you fix this one real fast? My left. It's on my bum just a little bit.
Handcuffs are not meant to be comfortable, man.
Man, I know.
Do you want to sit on the sidewalk or in the back of a unit?
How about if I lean against the unit?
You can sit on the sidewalk or in the back of a
If
unit.
I just lean on a unit.
All right, back of the unit.
I have a bad back from my rack.
Well, we'll be gentle.
See if you can be gentle.
All right.
Okay.
Have a seat.
All right.
Where can I get your driver's license?
It's in my wallet.
Where's your wallet?
Yeah, I got it. You threw it on the floor.
All right. Have a seat. I don't know why you want to argue with us, man.
Man, I didn't light up.
Okay.
He has no proof. I didn't light up anything.
Okay.
I was coming to work. Every time I come to work, I clock in right here.
516 income.
That's all I do.
Just watching.
The card you presented us, what powers does that give you?
I'm a PPO, which gives me, I'm not a level 3 security officer. I'm above a level 3 security
Okay, so you're not considered a police officer, correct?
I am not, no.
Okay. So
I'm
you
a
understand
patrol.
that by when we were asking for your ID, you're under investigation. We were asking for your ID.
But under investigation if I committed.
That's what we're investigating, which is why we asked your ID. And we refused to give it.
Ronald went on to justify his actions as he narrated his job description as a police officer.
I live in Edgewood. I come here, I clock in. This is my first post. Then we go to Central and Eubank. And we just run all of those all the way down to the. I didn't light them up. I didn't do anything. I know that's against the law to pose as an officer. I'm a PPO for the state. I work for this company, and we're cleaning house here.
Do you want me to ask you how long you work for them? How long have you been a PPO?
I've been a PPO for a month, and I've worked here for 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Okay.
Yeah. And then prior to that, I was a private, security overseas.
Okay. Military?
Well, not military then, but 28 years military.
Okay.
So he started following me and started getting close and getting close. I asked him to show his ID. He refused to show his ID. And so I started backing up. Look, last night, we busted a guy that there's so much here. There was a guy yesterday that I busted that went into the place of the the laundromat, next to the laundromat. He went in there, then he tried to carjack somebody. So that's what I do. Nothing more. So I have my K9. And that's what I do. I don't know what his problem is. But he followed me, he tailgated me, and he decided to call you guys. That's it.
Okay.
So when he started coming up towards me, then I went towards him and saw what the problem is, because you didn't know. He didn't identify himself. He didn't show his badge. He's shaking. That was it. Nothing more. Nothing to worry about. So I backed up. So over there, I came into here. When I'm going to stop, my lights on so traffic could go around right here in this park. Because I was going to go talk to the ladies and let them know that the guy that went in there yesterday, I even have a photo of him.
The officer's efforts to know his identity and intentions were met with a lot of excuses and explanations.
I always put my lights on here and to stop traffic. Well, for traffic to go around me. And then I was going to go talk to him, but I made my rounds because there's people that sleep in the trash cans. Last week they light up the trash bin here.
When you're coming down here, where are you coming from? Edgewood?
And then once I hit here,
Edgewood's home?
Yeah, and then once I hit here, I usually go through the Smith's entrance, like coming into there, I guess. And then so I drive around, and he started following me. I mean, he, you know, when people confront us, especially here, it's a whole different show. You know how it is here.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's what we did. The owners hired us to clean house here. So last week, there was at McDonald's, went to PNC, the bank there. Then also there was sold behind Verizon. So that's what we do. That's it. I don't need to light anybody up. And so when you guys stopped me, I didn't do wrong. It's just that when you ask for my ID, I haven't done anything wrong. So that's why.
So you're in detainment. We're talking to you. We're completing an investigation. Advised you were completing an investigation.
Right.
At that point, you are obligated to provide.
Am I in this?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Stay active now. As a PPO officer, you should know that.
I do, but that's if I did something wrong, though. So
No.
I had a guy.
We didn't accuse anything. We
No,
simply stated we were completing an investigation.
Right.
We had just started. We need to identify who you are and
Okay.
who that
Well,
is.
I apologize then,
So then when you refuse, my sergeant did advise you.
Okay.
You'll go in cuffs, right?
That's
At which point now you're in cuffs. So that's where we're at right now.
So this guy, as not saying that he's an officer of any kind, and he's shaking really bad. He doesn't show his badge. He says it's in his vehicle. I'm like, okay, well, go get it. He's like, I refuse. I'm not going to get it. I'm telling you who am I. Hey, you know what? He could have easily walked up to his vehicle.
Your radio, does that connect to you? Do you guys have your own personal dispatch?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you call for backup? Call for a
No,
request,
because
or
right now there's only me coming in early
are
to
you
here.
scheduled to work today?
I am.
Despite his protests and attempts to deflect scrutiny, the officers remained steadfast in their pursuit of clarification.
So is there anybody at your dispatch center right now?
No, there's I guess like a lieutenant on duty or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
So
just
I
wondering
just
in case
clocked
you
in.
need backup or something, man.
You know what? Honestly, there's a list underneath my thing, but we do Eubank and Central, we do Louisiana, we do the Schwans, we do all of the Days Inn, La Quinta Inn, we do all that and we clear house.
So I'll ask you kind of a funny question here. So what if this gentleman over here has proof of you on the highway? What's that going to be?
Not gonna be anything, I don't have it. He has no proof.
That you know of?
No, because I was passing, because he was passing
Here's the
at
thing.
75 miles an hour.
How did we know to get over here so fast?
Because he stopped and was following me. That's why.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the
No,
doubt.
I'm getting the benefit of the doubt because I kicked on my lights the minute I get here.
Lights in here is fine. This
Right,
is,
and this is
private
private property,
yeah.
and that's exactly what happened.
So I'm just kind of giving you again.
Yeah.
If we're pulling up right as you're turning, you've only been in here a couple minutes when he confronts you, right?
Right. He stopped me, so he's over here.
Just a couple minutes.
No, not really a couple minutes, because he follows me into here, right? And then I do my usual rotations. He stops, then he starts backing up, right? I pull up behind me, I look at his license plate, so I turn on my lights over here to get some of the people out, like those, right there. And then and so he was on his phone. So I turn around, I come back around, and he's confronting me right here. Opens the door, says he's state police. If I heard that for every dollar, you know, as an officer, not only is he supposed to show his badge, but he refused to go in his car.
Ironically, Ronald kept refusing to acknowledge his mistakes and continued to justify his actions throughout the encounter.
I was like, show me. I backed up. I said, show me where the badge is. He doesn't go. I mean, if he's saying his badge is there, and even you guys, why wouldn't you show your badge? He said it's in his, no, in civilian clothes. And I gave you the opportunity. I back up. I said, go ahead, get in your vehicle and show me your badge. Then everything would have been smooth, but he didn't want to do that.
Well, I mean, you know, coming from a law enforcement standpoint, if somebody you don't know who's wearing a on their hip, right, requesting your identification or your badge, am I going to take my eyes off you and that knowing I'm a law enforcement officer?
No, but he was shaking. So a lot of time, if you're a law enforcement officer, you guys deal with this daily. Okay. And you're not going to...
Doesn't mean we don't get shaky, right?
I'm sorry?
People are human, right? It doesn't mean we don't get
I know,
shaky.
but I'm not shaky. Okay. I mean, you know...
Well, yes, everybody does stress differently, right?
Everyone does stress differently, correct. So, you know, a lot of people follow us, and that's it.
Okay, you understand the issue, right? And you understand completely who I am?
Well, you didn't show me your badge.
Yeah, that's...
It didn't
right
make
now.
a difference.
Yeah, right now is what I'm saying. You understand who I am and why I'm talking to you right now versus a normal victim would be over there, standing there complete. So do you understand who I am?
Now? Once you show me your badge.
Okay, who am I?
Or not your badge.
Okay, who am I?
Well, you're state police now.
Yes.
But you didn't show that prior.
I didn't.
All right. Yeah. So we're good?
That's not necessarily good, you know, but, you know, you understand the issue. And like I said, the reason, as I'm talking to you right now, I want you to understand who I am. Okay, and you're obviously detained. Okay, so I am the captain of New Mexico State Police in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Okay, so you're 100% crystal clear. My name is Nicholas Paul. Okay, you still recording? You should be. If not, they're recording. So if you want a copy of this, you don't remember my name, don't remember my name, you can get a copy of the recording so you understand. Okay, but with that, okay, you have every legal right whenever I tell you, hey, I'm New Mexico State Police, demanded an ID, like you did. But the issue behind all of this is, like, you acted in a way that made me think that you were Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department whenever you were on the highway. That's the problem.
From the look of things, it seemed he had initiated multiple traffic stops, but this time around, his luck had run out. He had chosen the wrong person to pull over.
So when I got to the your right front headlight, you turned on your lights and tried to stop me. Okay, that's how I felt. That's why I immediately why I immediately moved to the right, and then you shut them off. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Number one, dude doesn't have a license plate, and now he's turning his lights on at me. That's why I contacted the on-duty officer.
The on-duty.
Okay? So, and then you continue to do this little evasive thing.
There's no evasive. I'm not being evasive. This is my patrol.
You're assigned right here.
We're assigned. I'm not just assigned. Hang on. Can you hit that side button and shut it off? So we come here and we secure. There's a list underneath my visor. So we secure this. We've been hired 2 weeks. It's called Black Eagle.
Okay, this is a company that you work for.
This is a company that I just started.
Okay, do you have a contract with these properties?
Yes.
Okay.
For the whole land, from the whole land, from the whole property by the owners.
Okay.
So like yesterday, there was a last week. There was a stabbing. Yeah.
It's a super bad area. Yeah, I understand.
Right. So this is where we come. This is where I come first.
Now let's rewind. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and like I said, your presence here, where you're dressed, your vehicle, all of that, on private property, just like you said, you own this property, it's private property.
Right.
Absolutely valid. Again, going back to the interstate, why did you turn on your lights on?
I didn't turn on your lights on.
You turned on your blue front lights whenever I went to your right front.
I didn't.
How did I know they were blue?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
There's all in there, so I don't know. If I did, I didn't know. Because I usually turn on my lights here because I was going to go to the latest.
Like, things are going to go really bad. You're trying to do a good thing, man. You are. I understand the position that you're in.
I'm not trying to.
Let me finish. Okay, overall, okay, what you're doing as far as the necessity of security for this, okay, you're using your background and your abilities, your military, like all that stuff for good, okay? I understand that. I applaud that. People like you help us all the time.
The captain informed him it was wrong for him to act as he did, despite doing good for society. However, he continued to defend himself.
I don't know I turn on the lights because I have all on there. It's no different than sometimes my mic coming on by me bending. So you know what? I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie at all. Just wouldn't lie. I have no reason to lie. I have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Well, actually, I do have a lot to lose if I lie.
You do, but yeah, you know, because you're impersonating a police officer.
That would be.
You understand?
Bro,
I've been doing this for 22 years, man. 22 years in every aspect of law enforcement that you possibly can. Okay, from spec ops to which is our SWAT dive team.
Oh, you're SWAT. Okay.
To no, I wasn't SWAT, but all those types of elements. Okay, to investigations, to patrol, command position. Okay, so the whole thing of I accidentally turned on my lights, it doesn't apply. And whenever you try and associate it to a mic that you can hit with your chin, it's silly because I've hit my mic. Okay, yeah. I've hit my mic a million different times, right? They've reported me telling bad guys things on my mic, but that's completely different from whenever you reach down with your hand. It's probably on your console someplace down here. Where's your red light?
It's in the center, next to where my cup is.
Okay, so for the fact that you turn them on at the exact time that I get to the right front to pass you, and make me believe that with that positioning, you're stopping me, and then all of a sudden they turn off whenever I go to pull over,
Okay,
I'm retired. You have a reason to, because you turning on your lights on the interstate versus you turning on your lights here,
two different things.
Two completely different things.
Yes.
One you're impersonating police officers.
Yes.
One you're not.
Yes.
Okay? So that's your reason to lie, and it's okay.
It's not okay.
You can continue to do it. It's just part of our job. We deal with people all the time that choose to take this position, whether it's this one or this one,
right?
Okay, and kind of cross that line. Do I understand it? Are you trying to control the flow of traffic just like you're trying to control crime here? I understand it. I do. I respect it a little bit, okay? But you don't have the legal authority to do it as
I do not.
Eventually, the officers didn't massage his ego. They had to tell him plainly what he did was unacceptable.
Hey man, next time law enforcement comes up to you, have you ever been a police officer?
Well, I was an LA County Sheriff for 18 months, and I quit because I didn't want to do jail time, and I only had a few months left to retire from the Army, because the last 14 years I was a Green Beret.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because when I ask for your ID, typically we want your driver's license, right? I understand you gave me your property ID. We need your driver's license. It has the numbers on there so we can identify you.
Right.
I don't know what the point was in refusing or asking me to detain you in lieu of doing that, but just so you know, I can charge you for that if I choose to.
Okay.
Secondly, the pulling away from us as we're trying to detain you, you know what that's called? It's called resisting arrest. I don't know why you would think to do that. I don't know why you would think to get in more trouble. You know what I mean? Next time law enforcement comes up to you?
Honestly, it was probably just out of a habit.
You were in Special Forces for how long?
14 years.
14 years. Okay.
Out of 28.
Before somebody goes into any part of a combative situation, what does their body naturally do?
Depends on the person, though.
Exactly. Just to clarify, you can use your lights and your authority here in the parking lot.
Right.
Or wherever your private property that you're contracted to be. If you're on the highway, you're in the city of Albuquerque, you're somewhere you're not supposed to be, you are not a police officer.
Correct.
You cannot do that. If you would like to become a police officer, we're hiring.
Yeah.
Great. But until then, you need to use your authority correctly.
Luckily for him, the officers did not arrest or charge him with resisting arrest, but he was issued a citation for impersonating a police officer. Last but not least is the case of this lady who went completely nuts for impersonating a police officer.
What did she do? What did she do?
She's impersonating a cop. Don't try me. Can you call Martha and you can call Billy Garlaza?
I'll call Billy Galarza right now.
And Newman.
Okay. Great, you know deputy's name.
What the hell? Gonna f you up. I know you. He's not gonna tolerate you treating me like that.
On April the 17th, 2023, officers responded to a report regarding a woman suspected of impersonating a police officer and harassing someone. Upon arrival at the scene, the officer found himself in a tense exchange with the woman in question, who went on to act extremely entitled.
Sheriff's office.
How are you?
Good. So I'm having somebody tell me that.
Yeah, he was like harassing me. So
Okay.
I don't know.
What'd you tell him?
You can call him.
No. What'd you tell him?
I didn't say anything to him.
He
He was harassing me.
Well, how was he harassing you?
He was like, "Oh, you're just doing disrespectful." Like, no.
Okay. What do you mean he was harassing you? Again, all he said is I'm doing something disrespectful. What did he say?
I don't know. That's the whole thing.
So how's he harassing you?
I don't know. That's why I like.
But hold on, real quick. You told me that he's harassing you.
Yeah.
But then when I ask you how he's harassing you, you don't know.
I don't know because why is he calling the cops?
But again, so you've been staying in the same area, driving around.
Because I.
Do you mind if I get your ID?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you stay here at this?
I live here.
Okay.
Like he's being parent with his pit bull and everything like that. He was yelling at me for no reason.
Okay. That's a credit card. Motor 41
Don't stop
intact. Well, if you knew, then you would have grabbed the right one.
Don't try me. Can you call Martha and you can call Billy Garlaza?
That's fine. I'll call Billy right now. Have you had anything to drink today?
You can call both of them.
The officer noticed that the license address did not match the current location.
Did you recently move?
No, I live.
No. I'm asking you. No, the reason why I'm asking.
No, I live there. That's why I own my call.
So did you just pull over here because I pulled you over, or?
No, because you were sitting there around because that guy, he was there sitting harassing me.
Okay, but no, I'm just asking because you're in the drive. I got you. No, I got you. I'm not trying to mess with him right now.
He was down the road.
Hey, real quick. Hold on. Take a second. Listen, the reason why is because you're in front of somebody's house. I didn't know. When I asked you, you said you lived here.
Okay, I know who this house is.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking why you pulled up in here, and you said you lived here, and the address on here is different.
Okay.
So, how was he harassing you?
Because I was driving, because I was trying to talk to Hilberto, and he was like, "Who are you?"
Have you ever seen him before or anything?
Yeah, I've been here. The plenty of time. Yo, tell the cops right now. Toma. El teléfono ahora.
Who's this?
Policiana. En tu casa ahora ahí.
What? Hi, this is Deputy Rodriguez of Blue Sheriff's House. How's it going?
Spanish.
Okay.
The fake police had already forgotten he was just speaking on call in English. Despite all the drama, the officer managed to confirm she was visiting her friend, but something else was amiss.
Question for you. Do you have anything to drink today?
Nope.
Okay, I can smell the odor of alcohol coming from your breath.
Okay, so I can go to his house so he.
No, right now you're detained.
No, because.
No, hold on. I'm telling you right now.
I don't have.
Listen.
I have no keys on me.
Okay, you are detained. I saw you driving the vehicle. You're detained. If you try to go in the house, I'll put you under arrest.
How?
You are currently being detained. I'm giving you a lawful order to stay here while I have somebody do field sobriety exercises with you. Okay? If you want to leave and try to go inside the house, at that point, you'd be impeding my investigation, going against the lawful order. Therefore, it's resisting. You go to jail.
Whatever.
So, are you trying to go inside? Ma'am, stay here.
You're not.
Ma'am, stay here.
Can you not talk to me?
No, you're staying right here. If you want to try to go inside, I will put you in handcuffs right now and take you to jail.
How are you going to put me in handcuffs?
Because I'm giving you a lawful order to stay right here until we conduct field sobriety exercises.
Okay, then that's fine. And you can call
Motor 41, where you at?
And you can call.
Okay, I'll call I'll call Billy Galarza right now.
And Newman.
Okay. Great. You know deputies' names.
Can you tell them to let me inside your house because I can't leave, obviously.
No, you're being detained.
They won't let me leave. Like I don't want to leave, so I'm gonna sit inside. And like if you could come to the house, so I can go. Like they're trying me right now. He's telling me that I cannot
47.
go nowhere. This is ridiculous. This is like a very obstruction to your neighborhood right now. And you need to let me go inside your house as you allow me to, and that's it.
Even if he allows you in the house, you're not going in the house right now. You're being detained.
Why?
One, because I can smell, as I saw you driving and doing an investigation, I could
But
smell
you did not have keys on me.
You don't need
Where's
keys.
the keys?
You need to be in physical control of the vehicle. I have you. Listen, I'm not going to argue with you. If you want to try to walk away, I'll take you to jail. Okay?
Call then.
I'll call whoever you want me to call. You're still in the wrong and you're on camera right now.
Okay, Sean.
You're not helping yourself right now.
Okay, call him.
All right. Works for you. You want me to call Billy too?
Yeah, both of them.
I'll call all of them if you want to.
Yep.
It's just not helping your situation right now.
Okay. I'm waiting.
So,
he's waiting. He's going to open the garage for me. Thank you.
if you go inside, you'll be placed under arrest.
No, I wouldn't because he's letting me out.
No, you are detained. You are not stepping into that house.
The woman seemingly felt like she had some sense of perceived immunity and became increasingly agitated. But what the officer was not ready to do was to let her go free.
I'm trying to go inside and he's trying to detain me. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Okay, well he's not being respectful right now because they're trying to take me and that's not fair. Like I'm not driving, I don't have no keys in my possession or nothing. I'm trying to just go inside and that's it.
If you go inside, you'll be placed under arrest for resisting.
He won't do that because he's giving me persistent
No. It has nothing to do with. I don't care whose house this is. If you leave our investigation, because you're being stopped right now, and I'm waiting on a second unit to do field sobriety.
Right now. Where
Stopped. You see the blue lights? You see those blue lights on my car?
Because
means you're being detained.
That up on me.
Yes. And I saw you driving.
No, you didn't.
It's on camera.
Okay, show me.
All right.
Don't touch me.
Go ahead and put the phone on the car.
Don't touch me.
Put the phone on the car. I will remove the phone from you. I'm putting you in handcuffs right now.
And I'm telling you not to touch me.
I am telling you, put the phone on the car.
Martha.
Stop.
Call Martha.
Stop.
Hey Siri, call Martha. Hey Siri, call Martha.
47 Central. Can I get another unit code 3, please?
Yep, you better do it. Hey Siri, call Martha. Hey Siri, call Martha. Hey Siri, call Martha.
Stop.
Hey Siri, call Martha.
Alpha 47. I'm going resisting.
I'm not resisting.
You're literally pulling away. That's code for resisting.
You're resisting me.
Stop turning around.
You're resisting me.
Stop.
I'm staying in front of his house. You know he has a camera, right?
Good. I have a camera too.
Yeah,
You're not helping yourself right now.
You can see that you are being resistant to me.
Stop pulling away.
I'm not pulling away.
You are literally pulling your wrist away.
I'm not pulling away. I am not pulling away. Hey Siri, call Martha. Hey Siri, call Martha.
Let's go.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Listen.
I want Peter. I want Billy and everybody.
You can call all those people later.
Okay, we'll call them now. Because you're refusing mine.
No. Let's go. I'm going to put her in my car real quick and we'll talk and we'll do about the signal one.
Oh, that sucks. Come on.
Can you touch me besides him?
Let's go.
Walk.
Can you take him off me? My phone
Keep walking.
The lady, unwilling to be arrested, decided to escalate the situation further.
I'm not.
Come here.
Shitwood. I need shitwood.
You have anything sharp on you that's going to poke me, stab me, stick me?
Nope, but I want shitwood.
Well.
I want shitwood right now. And I want Billy Galarza and Martha.
You got it.
Check right now.
Spread your feet. Spread your feet.
And I want New Mark, all of them right now.
Got anything in your waistband?
Nope. You didn't look because you want to touch me, right?
Oh, shut up. Come on.
Oh, shut up. What the
Sit down.
I figured it. Okay, so that just said that. Everything there, I just read it. So
Okay.
you need to be releasing me.
No.
Yes, you did. I read everything just there.
Good for you.
Yeah,
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You're releasing me under your compensation. I want to call shit with them.
Okay, good for you. You can call them then. No, it's not. The second you resisted and you came out of that car emanating of odor vehicle or alcohol substance, you're detained.
As a black person.
Listen, my color of my skin has nothing to do with anything that happened today.
Yeah, they didn't give me opportunity. Like,
oh, really?
Like, he really just...
Oh, really?
Like, for what?
For what? I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know?
You tell me.
You don't know.
You're trying to bring race into this?
So you're saying you don't know?
I don't know. I just got here. What happened?
Wow, you don't know? You don't know?
Nope. But you're trying to bring race into this. Saying, oh, it's because I'm black, I was letting them do this.
But you don't know, right?
You want me to call Gilbert for you?
Yes.
So you're fine if I grab your phone and call Gilbert?
Yes, and I want you to call even
Gilbert. That's the homeowner. How do you unlock your phone?
I don't know because my hand is tied.
Okay, then we'll tow your car. It's that simple. Literally trying to say you a towing expense and you want to be a smartass.
The lady was still innocent from her perspective, but it was a different case for the officers.
Why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested?
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Why am I being arrested?
So right now you're being charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer without, and then we're going to be conducting a DUI investigation later.
I gave you my license.
All right, you are under arrest for driving under the influence, among other things.
No, I want to go in.
I'm now requesting you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. You want to provide me a breath sample? Okay, you're going to provide me a breath sample, yes or no?
No, because I'm not allowed to provide a law.
If you refuse to take the test I've requested of you, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal or 18 months. Do you still refuse to submit to this breath test?
Everybody, and I call for Gabriel.
Are you going to provide me a breath sample, yes or no?
I asked for everyone to come over, and you have not respected.
Are you going to provide me a breath sample, yes or no?
I will not order.
The officers decided to take the lady to police custody, and it was at this stage the lady brought on a full-blown escalation.
You're me right now. You know that, right? You're me right now. You know that, right? You're me right now. Because after you call the district and you have not done it, and you can have your phone or whatever on, that's okay. You're me right now. I want to call Martha. I want to talk to Martha or Newman right now. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. My dad's gonna f you up, I know it. He's not gonna tolerate you treating me like that. And Mr. Newman, and I want to talk to all of them. Especially Billy Galazzi, because I have all of them take photos of my photos. And you can call his brother too. I will tell everything. I promise I'll tell everything. I'll tell everything.
All right, Melissa, stand up.
I want my phone and I want Billy Galazzi right now.
You know Billy?
Yes, I know
I like Billy.
Yeah, me too.
He's a good deputy.
And I want to be respected.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
I want my handcuffs off me because I need Billy to be here.
How you know Billy?
Or Newman.
Newman is
okay, or Adam Check. One of them right now.
Well, Adam Check works with the.
I don't care. One of them. Okay, well I'll talk shit with him. And I want my parent guardian.
Well, let's do this one first, okay?
No, because y'all trying me right now. Like you guys took me under arrest for no reason. You even ripped me my Miranda rights.
I need issues.
Where's my Miranda rights?
I need issues, sweetheart.
Maleto. What happened to him? Rodriguez.
There you go. She's all day.
Where's Rodriguez?
What?
Don't touch me.
What?
She can touch me.
Let's go.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Come on. Over there.
Don't touch me.
Walk.
I got you.
Don't touch me. You're touching me and you have my ID. Don't touch me.
Walk. You're not getting your ID back.
The lady continued to behave in a bratty manner, thinking the officers might let her have her way, but she was entirely mistaken.
Don't touch me. You're okay.
Yep, you're good.
You're. Oh. But I want him to get off me. Why is he dismantling me?
Alright, I'm gonna attach you to the bench.
Stop touching me.
Are you gonna relax?
Yes, I don't care. I don't want to touch.
Hey, he's not touching you. I took over, okay? Let me get you comfortable. Stand up for me real quick, okay?
To go home and I was at Gil's house. And they came over and they said that I was being disrespectful, but I wasn't. He said that. He said on the phone, Miss Martha, he said on the phone that I was okay.
Listen, remember everything that we do is recorded on the camera and comes up in court.
Miss Martha finally touched me.
Alright, so you want my advice?
I want to go home, Miss Martha.
I understand, but where you're at, you got some stuff you gotta do before you go home. You want my advice? Okay, you gotta pull it together, you gotta calm down and not make things any worse than they already are.
Miss Martha,
I understand that, but where you're at...
Miss Martha, you know I don't belong in the cage. I don't belong in the cage.
Hey, you need to calm down and you need to not make things any worse.
Get out of here, please. Come get me, please.
I can't. You're gonna have to go through this process, but I'm telling you.
No, I need someone
any worse than they already
else.
are.
I've been calling and I haven't called my dad. I cannot be here. I didn't do anything. Miss Martha, I didn't do anything.
I'm not disagreeing or saying you're lying. What I'm telling you is stop.
I just wanted to be home.
Okay, so don't make things any worse and get any
But what am I
additional
supposed to do? They're gonna keep me here. They're gonna Miss Martha.
Listen, you need to be respectful to those deputies.
Due to her uncooperative nature, the officer decided to transport her to jail and issued warnings for her lack of compliance. However, whether she would comply remained uncertain.
Melissa, listen to me. I'm gonna make one thing very clear. You keep kicking our cage, you're gonna get even more uncomfortable. You're gonna be moved out to the car, your legs are gonna be secured in a hobble, and you're not gonna be able to move even more. Alright? So your option is to not kick, or you can go in the hobble. Okay. That's fine. Well, you're gonna go back in the car, you're gonna be secured in the hobble.
Okay, whatever. Take me to the hospital.
Nope.
I want to go to the hospital.
That sucks.
Yeah, I want to go.
I'll make sure the jail knows so they put you in the ward with the crazy people. Watch. Sit down.
Stop being rude and disrespectful because I'm not doing anything to interfere. That's wrong. Stop being rude to me because you're being rude to me. I'm not doing anything.
Sit down.
Stop being rude. I can know how to sit
He's
down.
not gonna rough you. Sit down.
I know how to sit down. Saving my life. Saving my life. You're suffocating me. You're safety. You're cuffing me. You're suffocating me. I look like a kid in the car. You're suffocating me. You're suffocating me. Why can't I breathe?
would. She managed to slip her hobble.
What's up?
She slipped her hobble.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Thank you.
Despite freeing herself, the officers were not going to allow her to remain unchecked. They knew action had to be taken.
Listen, can I? No, I'm gonna explain something to you. Hold on.
Please don't let him touch me. I just want you. Please don't let him touch me. Please.
Listen, we have to do this.
Please, no, I don't want him to touch.
All right.
Please, I don't want him to touch. I don't want him to touch me. Please. I don't want
Just
him
relax.
To, I don't want him to touch
No one would need to touch
I don't want him to touch me, please. I don't want him to touch me. Please
Stop.
don't touch me. I'm not
Stop.
resisting because I don't want you to touch me
Relax.
as a woman. I don't want you to touch me. Why are you hurting me? Why are you letting him grow? Why are you letting
Because
him
you're kicking the door.
I'm not, because he sat me in the car for 3 hours. And look what he's doing.
He's been here for 30 minutes.
Look what he's doing
It
to
hasn't
me.
been 3 hours. Listen,
Look what
let me
he's doing
explain.
to Can you not let him touch me?
I'm gonna explain something to you. Can you stop talking for a second?
Can you not let him touch
All
me?
right. As long as you listen to me.
I will listen
all
to
right?
you, but I don't want him to touch me.
All right. So this is what's gonna
I don't
happen.
want him to look at his.
Listen, if you're
I
not,
will
if
respect
you're not
you. I
gonna let me
don't
talk,
want.
then we're not gonna. Then I'm not
I
gonna
will
talk.
respect you, but I
Okay.
don't want.
All right. So this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna relax, and as long as you relax and you prove to us that you're not gonna act like a child, we'll take it off. Okay. That's fine. We'll take care of that. Okay. Slide in. Slide in. I'm gonna push you in. All
Because I
right.
need you here.
Okay.
I'm
gonna slide you in.
No, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Somebody help!
Hold it tight.
Yep, it's tight.
No, it's not.
No, she pulled it loose.
In the end, the suspect was charged with multiple crimes, including felony impersonation. She was sentenced to 12 months of probation after pleading no contest to resisting and DUI.